Albert Brooks. Albert Brooks was Tom, the campaign office manager guy. The guy that was running for office was Charles Palantine. So in Taxi Driver, Leonard Harris played Charles Palantine. Harvey Keitel played Sport. Robert De Niro played Travis Bickle. Sybil Shepherd played Betsy. Iris was played by Jodie Foster. Martin Scorsese played the passenger. True story. Charles Palantine. That was the name I was looking for. He was the guy that was in Travis Bickle's cab. And then Travis Bickle went to kill him later on when he wanted to seek revenge on the country and decided not to. And then took his revenge towards the brothel. But he didn't use non-lethal. He used lethal. And he gets shot in the neck right here, right in front of Iris, a 12-year-old prostitute played by Jodie Foster. He's an ex-U.S. Marine. Kind of similar to the Army guy that recently walked into a mall and killed 8 people at a mall in Allen. It has a cathartic build like that. Martin Scorsese knows all about it. I got to get in this building right here and drop off your cheesecake. I don't know how to get in either. I'm going to have to call you. I hope you answer the phone. We're going to see if we can do it. Ugh. They're just jealous. They're all jealous. Scorsese, De Niro. They're old people. They're very, very old. And just full of hatred. They always have been since the beginning. They never helped us. They never will. We're okay with that. We're absolutely okay. I gotta find a way in now. We all gotta find a way in. He watches the show every once in a while. But they're buttholes because they're stingy. We're gonna see Flowers of the Killer Moon, but not through Apple TV. We're gonna see if we can buy it off of Google. And I am gonna try, ooh, my knee. Start right here. This is how we'll get in. We're in. All right. Ooh, artwork. Nice. This is actually really good. Is that not? Isn't it? Easy Andy is in it too. I don't know his name. He's also in a documentary by Martin Scorsese called Italian American or something like that. I used to know him as Easy Andy. He's Andy in the credits. It's one floor up. Yeah, his name is Andy. But they were cokeheads in the 70s. Al Pacino already admitted to it. Nothing we can do. If during a time in Vietnam you either went over there and died or you risked your life, there's a Claymore looking thing. It's a black and white photo of it. I'll never volunteer to fight a war. It's not my style. You can go to hell. No problem. More artwork right here. Is that not nice? One more time. You're right there, aren't you? Once I get used to that, it'll get real dangerous. Won't it? Bunch bunch of photographs of Fort Worth. Oh my God. Hi. Nice dog. Yeah. I have a cat. He's gonna smell the cat.
That's okay. He grew up around cats.
He looks very friendly.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. It's my trail he's smelling there. My cat. My cat's like, he's like, I smell your cat. Yeah, you do. Got it right there. Adam went there. Filmed by Miro, it's England. The Listener, Paris, France. We'll go to all those places. This is in Dallas, Pioneer Plaza. Fair Park, which is Dallas right there. Coit Tower, San Francisco, and more Fair Park. See if we can get out of here. I don't know if this is... Yeah, good, okay, we're good. Oh dear. Oh, nice. That's not too bad. I mean, you know, any apartment to have a pool of any type. Still, nice little light on the pool. Really nice. I'm gonna ask them to put a light in our... I don't know if I like the lights in the pool though. It's like... Oh, gotta go. All right, there's a message that's coming through. We got Tom Thumb. And then I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, but I like these little Tom Thumb drops sometimes. I think we have, well, let's see. I'm trying to think about Edmund, the cat. We'll just go straight up Fancy Feast. He's okay with that, you know? Fancy Feast. Why not? Things get quiet, I don't like that. You still hear the crickets though. It's amazing. I was thinking of Tom Scholery. He's like dead now. Bosom Buddies guy. He was an actor. He was Broadway. What is that? Another message. Okay. Another message right there. Got Tom Scholery. Gotta get someone's groceries. Telepathy is how I open the trunk. Telekinesis, sorry. But you know, if you have voice commands and you open it up with your mind anyways, isn't that still telepathy? Telekinesis and telepathy, yeah. Well, I mean, if you can do voice commands to open things, that's telekinesis. Telekinesis is where you just point and things move. Telepathy is like when you think about it and then it moves. Whew. I hope we don't get there. Why do we write about it? All right, Tom Thumb, pick up some Fancy Feast, and then we're gonna drop that up your doorstep. Find out this Tom Thumb thing. Spin around here. I kind of can see it, and I kind of can't. Go around this way. So Tom Thumb, I have no idea the history of Tom Thumb. I do know he was a small cat. Small, oh, that's the way I should have went. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Tom Thumb was a small man. He was like a midget. His name was Tom Thumb. The size of a thumb. One of the smallest guys ever. And he lived his complete life and endured till the end. Till the very last breath that we take in life. That's enduring till the end. No matter what you do, you're commanded to have a family. You are commanded to have a family. And you're commanded to endure till the end. Did you know that? You're commanded to have a family. It's a command. You have to follow that command and create your family. Whatever that may be. If it's your pets, then that's your family. You're commanded to represent that family. Then you're you're commanded to endure until the very end. Until the very, very end. And all those guys will do it. The good guys will. They don't care. They don't care about the words. They'll just simply endure into the very, very end. Hey, you know, Scorsese's headshot looks dynamite. It looks better than all the rest of them. I was looking through Internet Movie Database. I was like, dang, that's a good headshot. His headshot's great. I don't know who did it, because he's done a little bit of acting. And he's pretty good. He's done a little bit. But his headshot is probably like better than most of the rest. Tom Thumb. So I was looking through Taxi Driver. And he's in there as a passenger. He's also played Vincent Van Gogh. He played Vincent Van Gogh for a guy named Akira Asara. It's probably one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, other than Fellini. Surprised Scorsese didn't work for Fellini. But he did work for Akira Asara. I'm sorry about the pronunciations, guys. I'm just sorry. There's so many words and so many names that I can only do so much. I think it's this way. I think it's a long line this way. I'm just trying to. No, it's over on this side. Okay, got it. But yeah, he played Vincent Van Gogh, and wasn't too bad. It was not too bad. I like Willem Dafoe's version a little bit better, but Scorsese did not ham it up at all. He didn't ham up Vincent at all. He just played it straight up, and it was Akira wanted him, probably because of how his mind is and how quick he is. Because Scorsese's quick. He looks at things really quick. Yeah, but William Dafoe, he endowed it to a heightened degree emotionally. He made Vincent very emotional, very much a nature lover kind of thing. And Schnabel took that on, the painter, the one that trained Catherine Bigelow. Oh, we got a stalled train. We're going to try to capture the telling of it right over this way. Yeah, Schnabel was behind Eternity at the Gates with Willem Dafoe. Huh. I think I'll get to the point where I really don't care about pronunciation. I think I'll do very well, because it's more about the rhythm and the excitement and the voice than it is about all the pronunciation. You know, you got Tom Brokaw, Barbara Walters. They were still excited though. You know, the guy that I liked Ted Koppel. Ted Koppel was my man. He was the guy. He played guitar too. No one ever got any of his music though. Not that I know of. They're open really, really late. It's Velvet. Yeah, Ted Koppel was Frontline? Or Nightline? No, it was Nightline. Frontline was a little bit different. Nightline was Ted Koppel. We're just got to spin this way. We'll just spin around. These are really nice. This is Olympus on 7th Street. Some of these apartments are dynamite. Yeah, Ted Koppel was Nightline. He had his own show, and he would comb his hair one way one night, and then a couple nights later, his hair would be combed a different direction. And he was I don't know if he's still around. I have to look him up on Wikipedia. My stepdad would make me watch him every night, or he would have it on, because, you know, the TV, we had a tube television, and I think we only had one TV in the house. We didn't have a TV in like every bedroom. I think eventually he got a TV in his bedroom, and he got a TV in the living room. And then eventually we got a TV in the bedroom when I was in college or whatever, you know. But when we were in high school, there was one main TV. And so if at the end of the night, Nightline would be on, my stepdad would be in his little blue robe, dipping snuff, because he liked to dip snuff, Copenhagen. And then he would watch Nightline. He was such a snuff dipper that if he could not get to Copenhagen, he'd have to take one of my sister's cigarettes, one of her Marble Lights, and put it in his mouth backwards. He was very addicted to snuff. He quit snuff altogether. Sometimes people kick, I'm not going to talk about the cocaine. Sometimes people kick nicotine. They can kick it. I did. I had to go to Maine to kick it. Maine is like a good place to get clean, because you know that winter is coming. You go to Maine to get clean because you know the winter is coming. And you know who freezes? Do you know who freezes in Maine at night in the winter? Drunk people. Drunk people will freeze to death in Maine. It's been documented because June Woodman is her name. She wrote a book called Rosemary and Remembrance. And she talks about some of the people that froze to death in Maine. And they were winos. There was one wino, or he was just he was actually a crazy guy. I don't think he was a wino. He wouldn't have been a wino. He was crazy. He was a hermit. And he spent 20 seasons, 20 winters underground, under all these blankets. There were these sleeping bags that he piled up underneath the ground. He made a hole in the ground, very like a cavern, and he piled the sleeping bags like 20 or 30 high, something like that. It was like maybe like 100 sleeping bags or something. And that was his ceiling. Underneath the sleeping bags, he would get propane tanks that he would steal from the nearby camps. He did this for 20 years or more. He stole food at the camps. He became a hermit. And he got caught right before I left. They caught him. They stood him before trial with over 1,000 separate thefts for stealing from camps, from people's homes. He went into their homes when they weren't there. They were camps. So the camps are there only for the summer and spring and maybe a little bit of the fall, but mostly summer and spring. And then everybody like leaves, not everybody, but they leave the camps and they go back to New York, or they go back to a southern state or wherever. Even George Bush, or it was George Bush Sr., had a camp in Mount Kennebunkport. Yeah, Kennebunkport. And they had their own camp. So this guy would go there in the wintertime when they weren't there. He'd break in. He'd get food, propane tanks, and what he needed. He'd bring that back to his cave, and he'd light, his little fire underneath, and he got through the winters that way, stealing propane tanks. Now, the judge saw him because he was mentally ill, and the judge tried him and said, "We're not going to lock you up. You went 20 years of surviving out in the wintertime underneath the ground to survive. But we're going to get you social workers, and we're going to make sure that you stay in society. And as long as you stay in society, then we're going to make sure you're fed and try to find you something to do, as in work." And the social workers had to get right there with him and start working it out because he was mentally ill. They're still watching over him today to make sure he doesn't go out camping. It's a true story. I know it's funny. But it's true. 20 years, 20 winters. He survived every one of them. Never froze once. A drunk would have been a popsicle and died. I'm going to try to get all these shows up tomorrow the best that I can. I don't know how successful I'm going to be because I'm using Spectrum. I was using a thing called Frontier. There he goes, right there. Back it up. He's trying to beat me with the railroad. We're going to spin all the way around. He's backing up again here to cut them off. They're going to be there for a while. I was using Spectrum. I'm using Spectrum, and it's bad. Frontier is fast. When we were at the mansions at Sunset Ridge, which is in Carrollton, we used Frontier. It'd get these 45-minute shows up, which is like a feature. Because I've done, when it comes to shows being uploaded, I've done 1,000 times more than Scorsese. 1,000 times more than I ever dream of. I never dream of doing this many shows. We live by our shows. We are the Augustine monks that flog ourselves, but we flog. It's very similar to flog. And Martin Luther finally stopped doing it. He said, "No, I'm not going to do this anymore." And he finally stopped. And they wanted to kill him. And so he approached Rome, just as I'll approach Hollywood. And he approached those people, those judges. And he said the words, "Here I stand." Because they burned all his friends, meaning they put oil on their friends, they lit them on fire, and they screamed. They became what's known as a Roman candle. They killed them at the stake. They burned them alive. That was Martin Luther's friends, other monks that did the same thing he did. Martin Luther threw away his flog, his log. It's a whip. He stopped whipping himself. He stopped starving himself. And he decided he wanted to marry. He told the Catholic Church to F off. He told Martin Scorsese to blow it. And he stopped doing it. They wanted him dead. So he went to Hollywood, actually Rome, same thing. He went to Hollywood, Rome. Basically, he went to Rome. He stood before the council and he said, "Here I stand." The whole entire country of Germany had already killed thousands of Catholic in the honor of the Protestant Reformation. They went to war with two-handed swords chopping off their heads. Complete revolution. Because Martin Luther decided to tell Shamu to F off, and I won't do it. Finally stopped vlogging. Said no more reports. He married the nun, and the whole entire world started killing each other. True story. And through all the war, Martin Luther had no fear of death. And Martin Luther approached the council and said, "Here I stand. Go ahead." The whole German army was getting ready to march into Rome and start chopping off monks' heads and nuns, taking a nun and chopping her head off. True story. And you know what? He started a Reformation. The Protestant Reformation. Because one day, I'm going to stop vlogging. I don't know if I'm going to marry a nun, but I'm going to marry something like a nun. And we're going to have 10 babies. And the whole world's going to be set on fire. And we're going to be on a hill watching people burn. And having our Thanksgiving. All right, we're going to go to Tom Thumb. Pick this up. We're going to listen to Peter Gabriel's Games Without Frontiers. That's where the guy hit the thing right there. Oh, they already put up a new one. They put it up like overnight. I just set that one up and replugged it in. Adolf lights a bonfire and Rico plays with it. Shamu, Shamu. Shamu, Shamu. Orca. Jonah's whale's gonna come up and swallow all you up in one night. It's all gonna happen in one night. We're all waiting. Brave, brave, brave. It's all gonna happen in one night. There's the Trinity. The Trinity River. All right, here's Tom Thumb, and we got some groceries to pick up, and we'll be dropping it off at your doorstep if they're still open. I think they are. Okay. They finally pulled the train back when I went around. They would have kept it there all night. They could have. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. That's always from San Francisco. That's where Natalie's from, or Daphne. Sourdough. Favorite is grape nuts. I really like grape nuts. It's my favorite cereal. Grape nuts is. There's Total right there. Here it is right here. This stuff right here is my favorite. It's what Seinfeld gets every morning. One is pineapple and yogurt. Chobani yogurt. And looks like they got it going on though when it comes to copyright. Anyway, we gotta find it somewhere. It's gonna be pineapple's gonna be one of it. There's the pineapple right here. Can't find the mango, so we're going with strawberry. So hope you enjoy it. I was looking at that right there.
If you have a Puck card, please scan it now. Scan items one at a time, placing them in the bagging area in item code. Enter phone number. Your card has been accepted.
Moment.
Touch the item to purchase. Enter your lemon, quantity 3. Place your lemon in the bag. 2.
I don't know if it scanned it or didn't. Probably double scanned it. I don't know.
Quantity, and touch the enter.
All right,
button.
this one would be the same thing. I say. I don't recognize the song, so yeah, I kind of recognize it. Got it. Okay. Big time copyright on this one, so we got it. And we'll be dropping it off at your doorstep. Your Tom Thumb. That guy's got a hard life right over there. But he didn't have to do 2 hours and, well, I'm gonna try to work up to 2 hours and 20 minutes a day, but I can go like right now 90 minutes with no problem. Ooh, that's something. Nothing like hospitable, to be hospitable, to be nice and kind and giving and charitable. There we go. All right, 2.4 miles for your groceries from Tom Thumb. And it's gonna be 7 minutes. We'll be there at 11:03 p.m. as in post-meridium. Now, if it was during the day, well, it is during the day, but it's post-meridium. If it was early in the morning and it was this dark, that means that Jesus Christ came back and the clouds were covered as through the crucifixion. Or the clouds covered the sun during the crucifixion. But in this case, it's at nighttime.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
Okay, post-meridium. All right, we're on our way. Gotta pick up some soda stat. I was gonna say flat. How do they ever know it's flat or not? We're gonna be pulling up to Velvet Taco. It's open very, very late. Very late. Right here. They're open very late. Sorry, we're headed to drop off your groceries. I gotta stop for gas. High protein Snickers at 20 grams. That's what the sugar is. Dietary fiber. All right, so we got lift nozzle, select grade, good to go. And let's see if Biden did that. I don't know. I'm thinking more like 296, but it's 319. I guess so. We'll do 319. Yep, we've delivered to them before. This is the same one as last time, same house. All right, let's get on the groceries. All right. Okay, so the government says we can only write off our taxes on the pickup and the drop off. So how long it takes to pick up and how long it takes to drop off, or not necessarily time as much as the mileage. That's what they owe you for. So when the pickup happens, you'll drive to a certain destination. They owe you for that. You pick up the package, you drive it to the other destination. They owe you for that. That's what they owe you for. Now, when you go out there and look for it, you have to wait. They claim they don't owe you for that. So I don't know. I think they probably should owe you from the minute you leave the house and turn the thing on. And when you turn it off is how it should be when it comes to being fair. But they can't afford to pay everybody, you know. You kind of got to be the squeaky wheel. The squeaky wheel. You're seeing that Tom Hanks movie, Otto? A Man Called Otto? They changed the name. It was A Man Called Eva. This is at Jamel's. Three blonde chicks were right over here. Those are the ones that told me about that weird filmmaker. Or they weren't all blonde. One was, I think two of them were blonde, one was brunette. And I told them about Jennifer Lawrence. They were walking right over here, probably parked right over that way. That was called Otto Hotel. Pretty weird, huh? A Man Called Otto. Because they changed it from the original title. It was A Man Called Eva or something like that. Ask Tom Hanks, he would know about it. Looks like someone likes their mailbox. So it's a Naval Air Station. The Joint Reserve, Fort Worth, Joint Reserve Base. Tom Cruise was out here flying some of the fighter jets. Somewhere near here or around this place, it used to be Carswell Air Force Base. Now it's a Naval Air Station, Joint Reserve Base of Fort Worth. Supposedly, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's rumor. They used to do barbecue like right here. It was Farmer's Market right about there. Farmers. Some people I'm taking to court, and it's going to be Navy, and it's because of surveillance. And there's a company called Wise. It's a camera company. They will be brought before Congress, and I'm not gonna sue them. I'm gonna imprison them. The head of Wise. It's a camera. It's a security camera that goes into houses. I'm gonna sue them like they wouldn't even believe. It's not gonna be civil. It's gonna be criminal. And I'm gonna put the owners of the camera into prison. You know, Jennifer Lawrence tried to sue Apple. She should have done it. I hope Jennifer, and I'm probably gonna back Jennifer Lawrence in suing Apple. I'm probably gonna back it because the people behind it will be brought before court. But I'll tell you this, the people in Wise, I'm not gonna just sue them. I'm gonna put them in prison. I am gonna put the slammer on them and shut the door. They're going to prison. There he goes, this little kitty. Look at that. Look at that little kitty. Takes a moment before he yeah, we're gonna take Wise to court. I don't know if they saw that or not. Oh well. Kitty, you just gonna lay there? Cat commercial time? Oh, we do have something right here. We have a scene to write. All right, Kitty. Cat commercial. We're gonna do it really quick. Come on. Real quick cat commercial. All right, this is the remaining part. Then I gotta write something. It's I and love and you. And it looks like it's going to be, oh my God, pate, real cod recipe. All right, Kitty, come on. I forgot all about Escape from Maine. We're gonna get an extra dose, Kitty. An extra dose, right here. There we go. You know what? I'm actually gonna do something. Come on, Kitty. Ah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and write it. It'll be a quick scene. Kitty's too lazy. Come on, Kitty. Golly, Kitty. Off the ground, my goodness. There he goes. And do you like it? It's a cat commercial, come on. You like it? Well, make a decision. I'm not gonna watch you pretend. I might have to get him some other stuff. He's just kind of staring at it. Too disciplined to eat it? Oh, no cod? Kitty. Oh, he wants to play. Here, we'll do some laser light.